Hey, good afternoon and good evening, everybody. This is your host, Sir Stephen Topham Hatt the Third, at your service. Now, I've been hearing there's been a lot of rumours going about this day, but we're going to talk about 2023 special today, of course. If you know what I mean by that, you know exactly where I'm coming from. Anyway, for the last few days, I've been out and about, as you know. I've had my eyes and ears peeled, and I was sitting down, minding my own business, doing nothing, and another reincarnation came through the door. Ding, ding. Right, I can't go into details, private matters, obviously, at the time, and I have spoken to my private contacts, even online, even offline, even in face-to-face contact. They stated, one of them stated, you better not go near her because she's part of your past. Your past, he said, which I will not give out names because I do not like to give out details, right? As you remember, when I revealed myself to the public in 2021, I was only aged 37 to 38 years of age. Now, that's a coming age of a fat man to begin with, which is true, and my private contact from America stated he is a full-fledged Southern. Now, a lot of you are still skeptical on it, which is true, and a lot of it is all in truth. It's just the problem is that a lot of people haven't caught up with the time loop issue. This is a time loop issue now, and what's happened is all my daily activities, my routines, etc., all played out the way the movies, the TV shows, everything played out correctly. But the thing is, a lot of people think, oh, just because of one video destroyed so many millions of videos that have been out and about. And I said, no, I've been living and breathing among you without you realizing it, that you didn't pick up dates and times and places and realize where I've been and where I've gone. My DNA is coded with my ancestors, which is my grandfather and his grandfather, which makes 90 years of service plus more with his descendants. So all his descendants, plus myself, included, and depending where, I like to give out this special because we want to make it special for one reason, because we are a daily live stream in live stream mode for the whole hour this time round. And what we're going to do, we're going to discuss exactly what's going to be covered. Besides my rising in 2021, we're going to have to go back through that. We're going to go back through my childhood on top of that to get you the answer you're looking for. And the reason why my name was anagram. Now, the anagram was there to safeguard me. But my friends that I have made over the years said, you are different. You are a totally unique individual. You're totally special. You're not loony. You're not nothing. A lot of my friends and connections, private connections, all said the same thing, near enough. They said, you're not loony. You're not a boonie. You're not blah, blah, blah. You're not this. You're intelligent bloke, etc., 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 going down the line. Anyway, they told me exactly who I am, what I am, and here's the anagram written in order. The day I revealed myself is the day I actually revealed myself in 2001, trying to convince people that I'm related to a lot of people who contacts, connections, etc. as well. And at first they didn't believe me because I was still under my alias name, which is where my name is Stephen Topham Hatt in full name today, and it always will be that. And being the third Jenner, you don't get the option to change it back after you've been chosen, obviously. I believe in Audrey's vision quite well, and I've been a friend of the family of his, which is what I'm stating. Audrey's are connected to the family as friends. We're no longer. Today, that pattern repeats itself. Second time round, third time round, bang. fourth time round actually, because you've got my ancestor, who's my great-grandfather, on top of that. We had 90 years of service. So, realistically, we are blood related. The thing is, there's a lot of people out there who I cannot name who are engines to the core, but there's a secret that among others that people didn't pick up on, not even Thomas Ferris or anybody else like that, or Wild Wester didn't even pick up on, that the person that I'm looking for, right, cannot be found. It has to be found by someone who is a certain lover. Now, a lot of you say, what does he mean by lover? Now, to get the prophecy fulfilled the way people want it, I have to marry someone who's a steam lover. Now, a steam lover. Why a steam lover? Why can't you go out with a diesel? Wrong move if I did. And that will be the obvious wrong move. And you know, it would be the obvious wrong move, then you will not have the potential to do it all. And it will come to that like where everything will go totally wrong if I marry a diesel lover. Then Norman Spencer's timeline will all kicked in with all the problems having to go through it. And I'm the one who is stuck with one big problem and not come out of it at all. So I've got to find someone who's a total steam lover. That's the special, guys. Steam lover. Not a diesel lover, a steam lover. And you're going to be tested. Because in the day, a steam lover does not come without a price. And looking into it, and I really looked at it, and my private contact said, we can't give you the name of her, but it's up to you now, sir. Bang. So it's up to you now. You've got your choice now. Basically, you've got to go out with a steam lover. You can't go out with a diesel lover. Or you terrorise all your whole timeline, and the timeline that you all know and love will go haywire again. You know, that's where your father made a big mistake. He said, well, obviously my father is a diesel lover, excuse my language. That's what span it out of control. Now, me being a steam lover, I am the reverse of him. The only difference is, my real father is a diesel lover. My grandfather was a steam lover. That's why they never got on with each other. And without you realising it, it's a big jump for everybody to realise you've got to marry someone that's a steam lover. Yep, that is correct. It's not about love in general. It's about the love for steam, not diesels. Now, imagine someone trying to look for that. That's a little piece of clue that was narrowed down for me this time round, because my private contact stated at the time, it's time to give you the last clue. Because at this moment, you're nearly at death zone, basically, if you don't get the right young lady in your life. And she's got a bit of steam lover to work you up, to help you out. A steam against steam. Together. Work together. A diesel versus diesel can marry each other. That's not a problem. Because then there's a diesel team right on a schedule. Steam team has to have their own steam girlfriend, if you will, goes with steam. So that's how it works. Steam, diesel. You can't have it steam or diesel because it will just bounce out the problem. But it will also confuse the hell of a lot of problems on the island. Even in the island soda and everything else on top, it will deteriorate the whole problem. So a lot of women out there who are steam lovers right now should be free and single right now and saying, right, this guy's looking for a steam lover. Right. What do we do from here on in? He has clues from other people and other sources because facts have to go on top of all of this. So we have to backtrack a bit and say, look, we need to discuss this and we need to talk about it. Open the doorway for you guys and say, what? Your minds are probably thinking, we are being run by diesels? Oh, shit. No wonder why they keep breaking down, why we keep complaining, and it all goes back to you. Correct. Now you understand why it takes 2 hats to make one official steam hat, right? A steam hat now needs to find another steam. Basically, you need the magic secret ingredient is steam lever for me. So I've been sitting down waiting in the office, and I'm basically waiting for her, and basically saying, I'm a steam lover, I'm free and single. That's all it takes. But she can't lie, because she will be tested. Because the thing is, being tested is not funny, don't get me wrong. But the steam lever is what you need to balance out everything. And a lot of thing is that the Bible did throw off a lot of people. Don't get that wrong. I said that in the podcast. And I said to everybody, that is definitely wrong. Audrey did not fully written that from his own words. You know, if you watch the Thomas the Tank documentary of the Tank Engine Man, he did state that after giving it to Britt Ortcroft to try and fulfill his dream got tarnished by the time it got to 2D. Mattel took over, bang, 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 roller, boof. But that's not my problem. That's their problem. You know, Thomas the Fairest, go bye-bye. Why? Because he's been a naughty boy. You know, the thing is, in reality, you need to find someone who's a steam lover. In my family, anyway. So it has to be someone who does care about steam, but not the diesel team. You know, the diesel team has been playing around with you guys, messing your heads about, losing your jobs, pink slips all the way. I watched this in 2019, so go back a bit, then go forward. Now, what do you end up with? A fat controller who's basically on standby and basically saying to you, I'm looking for a steam lover. Basically, that's the key element of it all. And a lot of people say, who's the steam lover? Who is the steam lover these days? People go to the Norfolk Railway for nothing? No. I just got to sit down and wait a bit longer or whatever. But I've been very patient anyway. But when I come across a neutral friend diesel, that's a difference between the evil diesels that are not allowed to be associated with and a steam team to associate with. Bang, bang. You should work out the maths right, left, right, and centre. But the thing is, are you a steam lover or a diesel lover? This is what you need to work down on. And you got to work out, oh, I'm single, I'm free, I'm able to marry this man. I'm about to tell you I'm nearly the same age as Thomas the Tank is. Or basically, I am the same age as Thomas the Tank. The only problem is you have to multiply it by 2 times to get his age, if I remember correctly on my first video. I will be releasing that video again to people remember of 2021, obviously. Now it's been 2 years ahead, nearly ahead of schedule. I'm now told you the truth, what needs to be done. The secret cake ingredient basically is you have to have a steam lover. A true steam lover. So, when it comes down to it, ask yourself the biggest question. Why does this man need a steam lover? Why? Because he's had 65 years of worth of rebuilding steam locomotives. I mean, which is true. And they all been preserved or being released back on the rails. Why? Because I'm the only one alive and well at the moment. And a lot of people say this is the end of the Hats. No. We are smacking mill with the new chapters every time we add in the piece in. There'll be the return of the Hats, the marriage of the Hatts, and then it should go to the next generation with the fourth generation. It continues it a little bit longer, right up to my granddaughter Emily, birth. That's the fourth generation. So work it out. You got another 200 years before you can even get that fourth generation off the fleet of the floor. So it all makes sense. The dates and everything that I've just given people are all true, but like I said, my friend, my private contact stated it a long time ago. You know, everything is in reverse from fiction and reality. They're basically one and the same thing. But the Hatts come every 2 generations. Why? Because one takes over the other. Anyway, I think I bore you to tears if I said it was going to be a 1-hour show. That wasn't. I was just trying to enlighten people and say, look, we know what the last piece of proposal is. We know what we're looking for. And we know what we're looking into. Like I said, people just don't believe it at first. I said, I've got a legacy to uphold and a destiny to unfold. So, what happens if it turns the other way? Just to be honest, you can't have it both ways. You either want the diesels crashing on you, which you are getting right now, and the steam team is returned, near enough, who are going through the Thomas the Tank timeline. Again, from season 1 all the way to 24, plus its movies. There's going to be another problem, similar problem again, with my family, where this problem is going to reoccur every 2 generations. So it skips one to make one. So anyway, like I said, it's taking a little bit longer because I didn't become the fat controller until I was 37. I'm now 39, coming up to 40 this year. So work it out, and then work out the timing on Mr. Conductor's watch. You will work out he's on time. I never was behind time or out of time. Thank you very much.